Good morning, Damascus. Today is the day we've been looking for since Monday. Today is Friday, November 15th, 2013. I'm Devin Sauter.
And I'm Randy Bass. Welcome to another edition of WDHS. We have a jam-packed show, so let's get on to your morning announcements.
Cap and gown, Mr. McDonald from NQP will be here on Tuesday, 11:19, and Wednesday, 11:20 before school and during B&C lunches for cap and gown sales.
Accuplacer, seniors, did you take the October 16th Accuplacer? Were you given a review packet for next week's retake? Then you must return the completed English and or reading packet to Mrs. O'Brien in room 240 by Wednesday, November 20th. The completed math packet must also be returned to Mr. Hyman in room 161 by Wednesday. This is not an assignment, so there is no due date, only a deadline. Only students who were close to passing a section were given these packets. The completed packet is a requirement to earn a seat in the retesting session. Please do not waste a free opportunity to pass a section of the Accuplacer. Use this weekend to complete the packets and please turn them in as soon as possible.
Now let's check in with Mr. Dow for another fitness tip of the week brought to you by the Damascus High School Weightlifting Club.
Hey, this is Mr. Dow with the fitness tip of the week. This is Luke. He's here to show you guys all about pull-ups. The key thing about pull-ups is that many people make mistakes. They don't go all the way up and they don't go all the way down. You should be locking your arms out all the way down and all the way up. Make sure you come all the way up and actually hit your chest to the bar. So Luke, if you will, let's see a couple. Notice his arms are straightening all the way out. He's not cheating by just pressing his chin over. Now, pull-ups are a little bit more advanced technique, requires a lot more upper body strength. So if you're not ready yet, you can always use a machine like this. It's called an assist machine. It actually takes some of your body weight off to make it easier to do the pull-ups, and then you can work your way up to doing regular pull-ups. So that's pull-ups, that's Luke, that's your fitness tip of the week.
Thanks, guys. SSL hours. Students, do you need volunteer hours? Help out at the Damascus Post-Prom sponsored Shopping Frenzy from 11 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, 11/17. If interested, please contact Ms. Frankowski at dhspostprom@hotmail.com.
Do you know that just about every website you visit links to other sites without your knowledge or consent? Would you want to know what these other websites are? The Firefox web browser can show you with the Lightbeam add-on. Now here's Mr. Hansen with a brief video on the Lightbeam.
To install the Lightbeam add-on, I'm going to select the Tools menu and go down to Add-ons. In the search bar on the right-hand side, I'm going to type in Lightbeam. And initially, it's not going to be shown. And the reason is I'm showing my add-ons. So if I select Available Add-ons, there it is. Select the Lightbeam and install. It takes about 2 seconds and it's done. Great. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open up a website. I'll go to ESPN.com. And the question is, what sites did ESPN link to that I did not know about? So if I come down to the Tools menu and select Lightbeam, it's going to show me a graph, and there is in the center a circle, which is the D for Disney, which is owned by the Go.com network. And all those triangles that surround the circle are all of the third-party sites that Disney linked to that I did not know about. So most of them are advertisement sites, some are data collection sites to see where other things I'm looking at. And here's one that says ESPNDC.com. So that's how ESPN knows to show exactly what maybe professional teams or local teams I'd be interested in based on my location. And it shows you here on the right-hand side where those servers are in the United States. Over here I can select on the list, and here's a list of all the sites. Now I have one site that I visited, and it then went to 13 third-party sites. And here's the list of all those sites I went to. These are the same ones that are the triangles in the graph view. It's a big list. Okay, so I'm going to do this again, and the question is, how about Amazon? So if I type in Amazon.com, go to their website, again the question is, what sites does Amazon link to that I'm not aware of? So then I can go to the light beam, go to my graph, and now there's a new circle for Amazon. The circles are the ones I visited, and the triangles are the ones that the site I visited linked to, again, without me knowing. And you see here I'm showing doubleclick.net, and that's being linked to by both Disney's site and the Amazon site. So here's my entire list again, and now it's gotten larger. So just by going to and visiting 2 individual websites, I've now linked to 18 third-party sites. Here's my total list. And it just keeps growing as you visit more sites. Now something else I can do here is in my graph, you can see that they're all white, which are the ones that I have been connected to. Now if I decide I want to block a site, so I'm going to go onto my list, and I'm going to block the doubleclick.net site because I don't want those advertisements, those pop-ups. So I click on block, and then I get a warning that says the website might not work correctly if I do block it, but that's okay. It's worth taking a chance because it's an annoying site. So now I've blocked it. I'm going to come up to, go to ESPN.com again, and my site's working fine. So the information that I want from ESPN is showing up, but now the double-click is blocked. And you can prove that by going back to the light beam, going to the graph, and now the doubleclick.net is a red triangle, showing that that site is now blocked and not being tracked. So I hope you enjoyed this little informational video on using Lightbeam and being able to view what sites, your websites you visit, are linking you to without your knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. Choral Group. Support our choral group that earned the opportunity to sing at Carnegie Hall in March. Eat at Chipotle in Damascus on Monday, November 18th from 4 until 9. Don't forget to mention that you were supporting the DHS Music Boosters. All those burritos really add up. Thanks.
Reflections, believe, dream, inspire. If you can portray this theme through visual arts, literature, photography, music, film, or dance, then this is an opportunity for you. We will be participating in the National PTA Creative Arts program called Reflections. All students are welcome to submit entries within the theme of Believe, Dream, Inspire. For instructions and more information, contact Ms. Pastora, room 203.
Juniors, the representative from Jostens will be here at lunches on November 19th and 20th. If you would like to order a class ring, please pick up an information packet from Ms. Stoltz in room 155A.
Damascus Spirit, need something to wear to the playoff game? Are you looking for something to show your Damascus spirit? DHS Spirit Wear is now on sale at lunches every Thursday and Friday outside of the cafeteria. Come browse our merchandise and find the perfect way to show your school pride.
Damascus Varsity Cheerleaders. Come out and support your Damascus Varsity Cheerleaders as they attempt to defend their county championship title at the county cheerleading competition. The competition will be held at Blair High School on Saturday, November 16th at 4:30. Doors open to fans and spectators at 3:30, and tickets can be purchased at the door for $5. Don't forget to wear your green and gold attire. We would look forward to seeing you all there. Here's a quick promo put together by the cheer team.
Concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Girls volleyball. The athletic department is again arranging for a fan bus to travel to the volleyball state championship match at the University of Maryland. The bus will leave outside the gym entrance at 5:30 and the cost is $10. We need to know how many people are going to ride this by the end of the school day on Friday. Come out to support the girls volleyball team in their quest for a state championship.
Boys lacrosse. If you are interested in playing on the boys lacrosse team in the spring, there will be an important meeting Friday at 11:15 after school in room 120. Make sure you attend this meeting for important information.
This past Monday, we celebrated Veterans Day. To honor our veterans, the Damascus High School FFA held a wreath-laying ceremony at the flagpole in the front of the building. Now let's take a look back at this very special ceremony.
Welcome friends, classmates, staff, and most importantly our veterans to our 2013 wreath-laying ceremony presented by the Damascus FFA chapter. We gathered today to recognize our military personnel. We acknowledge that your service enables us to walk as free men and women in this great land, to be children, young adults, and grow up in the light of sovereignty and peace, to enjoy things as simple as to the choice to read any book, watch any movie, and listen to the music we choose in the safety and freedom of our own home. As FFA members, we pay homage to those who have secured the freedom for us to engage in agricultural pursuits. We welcome our veterans in the spirit of our membership creed, which opens with the following words. I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words, but of deeds. Achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturalists. In the promise of better days through better ways, even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us through the struggle of former years. We are here because of you, your struggles and your sacrifices. We lay this wreath as a visual testament of our support for all of our veterans, those we are fortunate enough to know and walk hand in hand with, and those who have paid the ultimate price for our freedom. On this day and every day, may each and every one of our veterans feel honored and valued. I will now ask you for a moment of silence to recognize our military personnel. Thank you for joining us today.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, Damascus.
And remember, for the most up-to-date list of announcements, check out the DHS website.
Thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend.
DJ